Cockadoo. Hello, welcome back to another episode of Two Dudes Drinking Beer. My name is Josh.
My name is Alec.
It is February 1st. We got rid of January. We said,
Get the fuck out the way.
see you later. Not today, although this fact is from January 28th. Today's 2DDB FFOTD. The fun fact of the day, the B now, the butthole.
The butthole.
Is that a single human brain generates more electrical impulses in a day than all the telephones of the world combined. And the mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell.
Man.
Today we are drinking, you can pronounce this either way.
You can pronounce it one way. He just doesn't like being wrong.
Wanderland.
Wanderland. A land in which you wander and get lost in wonder. I'm holding this beer upside down for those listening because I wanted to mix up the hazy. I learned that's a pretty good way to mix up the flavor
Mix
and
up the sediment in it.
get everything nice and ready to drink.
It's from Sierra Nevada. It's a nectarine ale. Nectarines are like peaches, I believe.
I've never had a nectarine before, but I am stoked to try something new.
Something new.
So here, cheers.
Tastes just like a peach.
I like it.
Peachy.
It's like a really... It's kind of like...
Like it's sweet, but it's not sweet. And it's fruity, but it's not fruity. But it tastes exactly like you're eating a fucking peach.
I want to compare it to like a Blue Moon or something, but it's closer to like a Mango Cart. Just peachy flavored. And less juicy. Like the Mango Cart's super juicy flavored.
Mm-hmm.
This is just like it's got a nice hearty bite of a nectarine.
It's like how Shock Top tries to make it taste like orange, but it just tastes like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing even close.
Yeah.
But
This is way better than Shock Top.
They actually did it.
This is way better than Shock Top.
So, Sierra Nevada, Wanderland.
Tip of the hat to you. Good job, Sierra Nevada. 7.5.
If you guys like the show, be sure to share it with a friend. Just let people know that the Two Dudes Drinking Beer. Hi, we exist.
Hey, how's it going? What's up?
A lot of people are coming up to me at work now and saying, "So I heard you have a podcast," because the guy I sold the shirt to has been telling people, and I'm like, "Yeah."
Shout out to the guy who bought the shirt. Thanks for supporting.
Robert, Bob, Ollie, whatever you want to go by.
Robert Ollie.
A man of many names. So yes, it is. Fuck, the calendar's fucked.
You never changed the calendar.
It's a day off. It's okay.
No, it's not.
How was your weekend? It's Monday.
My weekend was fucking fanatical. That's not a word. That's a word, but not the word I'm looking for.
It's not what you're looking for.
My weekend. Today's Wednesday.
Today's Monday.
Fuck.
Try again.
Yeah, so today's Monday. So yesterday we went to Raul's place for his birthday. Happy birthday, Raul.
Happy late birthday, Raul, even though I told you in person.
Saw that dude get drunker than I've ever seen him. He's hilarious as fuck. I love you, Raul. Hope you're doing well. Hope your tum-tum and head don't hurt.
I launched him off the hood of my car.
That was some intense shit. And Disaronno is a really good liqueur that I thought was straight alcohol. It's not. And then...
It's only 26%, yeah? Something like that?
25, 26, yeah. And then Saturday, I don't remember what I did. I think Saturday...
It was a blur.
Well, for me, I reorganized all my recording gear. So, you know that big duffel bag I got from Dave & Buster's?
Mm-hmm.
I threw all my cables in it. And since I got those ties, I have them all tied up nice and neat. So it's like I just have that one bag now, and it's like power cables, XLRs, 1/4 inch. And it's like just like stacked and organized, so it's super neat and clean, and it's just one bag, everything I need.
Nice.
So I'm stoked.
Evolved from the milk crates.
Yeah, for sure, man. I just needed something to carry my shit for a while, and then I moved to like a Smart and Final bag, and then after doing a few shows with that just gets messy, and I'm like, it's really annoying because you show up to a place and they're like, you need an XLR cable, and you're like, all right, no problem, and you have to dig through.
Give me 10 minutes to find one.
Yeah, you have to dig through your shit to find something, and that's never fun. So I just trying to consolidate it and make it so it's streamlined, and I think I found a really good way to do it.
That's good. Organizing it's always a good feeling.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, and that, like, I finished that, and that got me so hyped. Like, I don't know if you've ever done this, but, like, I do one small thing, like organizing some cables, and then I rearranged my room. So what I did was, do you know that, like, wooden chest I have of, like, shit? It's like I moved that into the closet, and then I threw, like,
Nice.
a bunch of other stuff in the closet, and everything's all, like, nice and clean. Because I got that window in my room. I want to be able to set up, like, a table or something and just, like, look out the window and work on music,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to incorporate more, like, windows in my production. Because it's like, I'm usually just sitting in my chair on my laptop, like, hunched over.
With the one window you have.
Yeah, but I want to use that window as, like, it'd be nice. It's just nice to look outside while working. It's like, it's this weird thing. I was like, man, I want to rearrange it, and I did, and I fucking organized and rearranged everything, and now I just gotta set up, like, probably just use that table I got and go from there.
Well, hell yeah, man.
Yeah. How was your weekend?
I worked. I did homework. I've been doing, because I take 5 classes. I've been doing every day that I get off. I do at least everything that's due that next day. So I'm just like, I'm always a day ahead. Except for today, I did everything that was due by the end of today. So I'm not falling behind yet. But if I keep up my current...
You will.
Procedure, I probably will. Because I have stuff due tomorrow that I'm going to do tomorrow. But
what's it like? Is it like the typical, like, 3 hours a night of homework? Is that kind of what you're up against right now?
I never understood those breakdowns because...
it's never been the case for me either.
It's never taken me that long. And
but for some people, it's like hours.
Granted, they do say that, like, if you want to get an A in the class, you should be expected to work 3 to 5 hours a week on homework.
That's insane.
And it's like, that's a lot of time. I'd rather just spend 30 minutes and get a fucking C or B.
Mm-hmm.
Still, regardless. The workload's not too heavy right now. Granted, it was the first week. On my Spanish class, I have to set up online meetings with someone in Latin America, and I have to have conversations with them fully in Spanish. I have to do that 4 times, but it's only worth 10% of my grade. So
maybe not do it.
I could just do like a couple, or I can just like video chat with Raul and be like, "Hey, speak Spanish only." Kind of. Like,
totally could
cheat the system, but he sends the people. It's through like a third party company.
He's not gonna know who he is.
He sends them questions, and we get the same questions just in case like the conversation gets derailed or whatnot. They could ask like a question, and then we reciprocate.
Gotcha. So just give those questions to Raul, and he'll never know the difference. Here's the thing, though. It wouldn't matter, because, like, you might as well take the one that's assigned to you because it's assigned to you. And if Raul's just, like, if it's through a third-party company, there's probably some expectations of, like...
There is.
Other than, like, hey, this person's a little awkward, so here's some questions to ask. It's like, where are you? Maybe they're, like, all in, like, one building, and then there's, like, Raul, like, in his house, like... Hola. It's just like, no, dude. Like,
it is cool that like if I don't like the first person I pick, I can always pick someone else.
you gotta be like, I don't like this guy, and you just keep going through people. And like, Josh, what is with you can't find a single person. You're like, yeah, you be so many Mexicans. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, is it so hard to get like someone else?
Give me a white guy.
Give me a white guy who speaks Spanish. That's more my speed,
Give me someone who speaks English. God damn it.
That'd be
trying to have a conversation
he'd
here.
Fail your ass. Yeah, he's like, look, motherfucker, with all intents and purposes, get the fuck out of my classroom.
Trying to have a conversation.
I couldn't imagine, man. That'd be crazy.
But I'm excited for this semester. It should be cool. Sociology is gonna be fucking stupid.
Why?
It's one of my only intro classes, and there's 128 people in it.
Jesus Christ.
And we have like discussions every week, and that we post, like we answer a question, but we're split up into topic groups. I forgot what mine is. It's not important. Probably like urbanization or some shit.
Cool.
But the discussions are only those 10 people see what we write and respond to. So I don't know any of these other 9
In
people.
your group, do you guys like do it like through Zoom and all that shit? It's like a shared doc or whatever.
No, it's all done through Canvas.
Really?
Yeah. But I'm only going to be interacting with these 10 people out of 128. I'm not excited for that.
Is the issue that it's only 10 people or it's interaction at all?
Both. It's only 10 people because if I'm expected, which I am, I'm expected to respond to, I think, 2 people at least. But if I scroll and there's like some dumb shit, I'm not going to respond to it because I think it's fucking stupid. And it's sociology. It's the study of society and how it works. People are going to have some dumbass things to say.
Yeah. Especially now. It's gonna be a hotbed, bro, actually, I bet it's gonna be one of two things. It's gonna be like a hotbed of people.
I'm gonna get fucking triggered.
There's gonna be someone being like, yo, Trump 2021 or some shit like that, and it's gonna piss a lot of people off. Or it's gonna be like a lot of people and they're like, I don't know, what do you think? I don't know. Because like people don't want to talk about it in that. They don't want to talk about it face to face. They'll talk about it on an internet forum.
Easy.
But they won't tell you to like your face in a class. And I've noticed that too. Like in my communications class, so like my teacher was like, how do you feel about people cheating? And everyone was like, fuck that. Like, what kind of person is a cheater? And she's like
your spouse or
in any relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Okay. So they're like, who's ever cheated? And like everyone got real quiet. And she's like, don't be shy. Raise your hand if you haven't cheated. And then people who didn't cheat raise their hand. And she's like, so it looks like a lot of you cheated.
Hypocrites, man.
It was exactly that, man. It was exactly that. And after that moment, it was super fucking weird and quiet. And then people all of a sudden, after being called out, they're like, well, it wasn't cheating. Technically, the relationship was already over. Stuff like that, you know. It's like, well,
no
I didn't like him anymore. Or like...
No excuses, Stephanie.
Well, it's just like, you know, whatever. But it's like, at the end of the day, like, cheating is cheating. And the teacher was saying, like, that's it. Like, at the end of the day, cheating is cheating. Like,
call it what it is.
Yeah. Like, you don't have to take the moral high ground. Like, you can talk about it. And if you think cheating's bad, then say cheating's bad. But, like, don't exclude yourself from being someone who's cheated. Mm-hmm. You know, open the dialogue and say, hey, I did this. This is why. Instead of saying, like, abortions are terrible. It's like, yeah, but have you ever gotten an abortion? And that person's like, yeah. It's like, well, then don't just ridicule people for getting abortions. Talk about your experience getting an abortion.
We live in a society.
We fucking do, man. We fucking do.
Period. End of statement. I'm also taking a political science, a government class. It's mandatory by the state of California to take a California government class. And I learned in that today, there's a few interesting statistics about our representatives, and that 95% of the House of Representatives all have a bachelor's degree. 100% of congressmen and women have a bachelor's degree at least. And it's like 39% of senators are millionaires.
Have bachelor's degrees?
100% of congressmen have a bachelor's degree.
What was the one about millionaires? Oh, the congressmen are millionaires.
Yes, like it's
Jesus.
Like 33 or 39% of all senators are millionaires.
That's a third.
Yeah.
That's a hefty majority.
Yeah.
Not majority, but a hefty chunk.
Yeah. The last 8 presidents all went to Ivy League schools. It's talking about elitism.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't need to highlight that. I could have guessed all those.
Yeah. And there's 2 theories of how the government's ran. It's elitism and pluralism.
We can get into that, but what I would like to talk about right now is stonks. Because I think
we're going to the fucking moon.
Because I think If anything, the Wall Street thing going on right now.
It's fucking insane, dude.
But for people who don't know, elaborate that, and then I just wanted to say that like I think people are realizing it's like, oh shit, like
The system is flawed, and you can easily take advantage of it.
Yeah, it's like only the big companies can do this, and then when normal people do it, it's a crime. And it's like, oh, the system is rigged from the start. It's like that's elitism.
It is.
So if you could talk about that with what you've learned in that class, and
Well, I haven't learned shit yet.
okay, but like as time goes on, you will learn a little bit more, and I think this is the holy grail of honestly elitism and classism.
I'll talk about GME and the short squeeze in a sec, but I do want to say that Citadel, the major shareholder of the shorts that they're doing to GameStop right now, are trying to say they also have a lot of shorts in silver. Silver is really big. There's a lot of attention around silver right now, and they're saying that the Wall Street Bets, the retards over on that subreddit, that's what they call themselves. Okay, guys, don't get mad at me. That's what they said.
They self-identify as retards.
They self-identify as retards. They're saying that Wall Street Bets is hopping into silver because the hedge fund wants to drive silver up. They want other people to get in so they can make a shit ton of money.
So they're hopping in just in time.
But everyone on Wall Street Bets, they're like, fuck, no one's buying. If you want to buy silver, go ahead, but we're not saying buy silver. And if you Google like silver short, and like all the articles come up, it's like everyone on Wall Street Bets is saying buy silver, and no one's saying buy silver.
That's what you said. It was the
hedge funds are advertising.
They're buying ads trying to trick people.
It's so shitty. Okay, so back to the short squeeze. So if you don't know, I don't know shit about stock market. I've seen a few videos about what's going on right now, and I have a very rudimentary understanding. If you know more than me, congratulations.
Leave a comment in the comments down below. Tell us how stupid we are.
But you're also not special.
Or come on the show and talk about it with us.
Do it. We'll do a video call. So GameStop is a company. They sell video games. They mainly have retail stores in malls. And we all know malls are dying. Brick and mortar stores are slowly...
Unless you want to buy jewelry.
Even then, like...
Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead. Just go.
Brick and mortar stores are slowly going away. The market is moving towards an online
e-commerce.
Marketplace. It's going to e-commerce. So GameStop hasn't been doing too hot for like the past
ever
10 years. Their stock was roughly like $3, but it was also driven down because there's things that you can do. It's called you short a company. Well, essentially what that is, you borrow a company's stock at a certain, not even at a certain price, but the more stocks you borrow, the lower the price of the stock gets, and you can sell it back at the difference. It's confusing.
Give the apples demonstration.
I still don't understand that. I don't know how they make money from borrowing it and then selling it at a lower price.
So the thing was that I saw was if you go to a farmer's market and you say, hey, I want to buy an apple, but I don't have any money. Can I borrow an apple? And they say, sure. There's always the catch of you have to pay it back with interest, right? Yes. So it's like, I'll borrow this apple, and then I will give you 2 apples in return. The idea being that someone takes that apple and sells it. It's like flipping. It's like takes the apple, flips it, and then buys 2 apples with the product. Now the person who flipped it has an apple and can pay back their debt. So it kind of breaks even. If they short it, though, what a lot of them were doing is they're taking an apple from a farmer's market, in this analogy, and going to another farmer's market and saying, can I pay you this apple for a watermelon? And then they get the watermelon, and then they go to some other farmer's market, and they're like, can I change this for a loaf of bread? And et cetera, et cetera. And they're trying to get their value up as much as they can, and then selling a portion, like, I'll give you 3 slices of bread for an apple.
Holy shit, these are 7.5.
Yeah, I told you they're strong.
Sorry.
It's all good. I'll give you 3 slices of bread for an apple. So it's like this trading thing, right? In the meantime, that trading is going on between everyone in there. So if you borrowed an apple and then someone pays back an apple, people could be like, oh, well, I borrowed it, you got paid an Apple, we should be good. But the truth is you're still in debt on Apple. So a lot of it is just taking equity out of the company to go spend it somewhere else in hopes of making a return to pay back to the company.
Gotcha.
But they're not planning on paying it back. What they're planning on doing is taking all the apples, saying we're going to go try and sell these for more money and more apples to give you your interest back. But we're going to hold on to these apples for like 2 years, and when you can't make rent anymore, you have to file bankruptcy. We leave with all your apples, and you're out of the game.
Which is fucked up.
Yeah.
And you can see every ticker. You can see what amount is being shorted, how much available stocks there are. It's basically the market cap. So GameStop only has about 20 to 30 million available stocks to purchase. That's their market cap. And the hedge funds shorted it 70 million stocks. It was 120 to 140%. People say two different figures. But it's around there. It's over 100% shorted stock.
Which is them saying, we're taking the equity from your business to go try and make money off of this to pay you.
Yeah.
But their plan from the beginning was to hold on to the money till they go bankrupt.
But the shitty thing is that it's way more than stocks exist.
Mm-hmm.
Which, first of all, that shouldn't be a thing.
Well, it's just how it turned over.
It should be regulated in that part. But that's a whole nother thing.
There should be a limit to shorting, you mean?
Yeah. You shouldn't be able to short more than the stocks
100%.
Yeah. And so someone on this Wall Street Bet subreddit, some retard, saw this data and was like, oh shit, guys, like,
we can make a lot of money.
We can potentially make a lot of money. So they just started buying GameStop stock, because if you buy all the stock, the hedge funds won't be able to get rid of their shorts
because you own it
to make money. So there's going to be less
because when you buy the stock,
supply, more demand.
Because when you buy the stock, they're now obligated to pay back the company and you. So it in turn makes them, the apple they borrow gets cut in half.
There's less supply
for sure
and a higher demand.
Yes,
which makes prices go up. Which is why GameStop went from $3 to $300. So that's a little crash course.
Did they open it back up again? Can you start buying stocks again?
Robinhood restricted it, I believe, today.
Still
again.
though?
Again.
Jesus.
Yeah. They opened it back up so you can only buy full shares, not partial shares. And now I believe they restricted it again today. You can't buy any.
Damn.
So it's a whole back and forth. If you got in when it wasn't regulated, just hold it. Pay attention to the subreddit. As soon as someone says of meaningful value that has a lot of positive upvotes that says sell it. But you can also check, like, people are saying, Melvin Capital, really, the hedge fund, is saying sell it. But you can see, like, the volume that's still left. It's only like 2 million shares. So it's like you wouldn't...
Available for purchase?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So you wouldn't really sell there because there's still a lot left and you want to sell it.
But that's only if those 2 million shares get sold.
Which they will. The retards are ruthless.
They're going all in?
Yes. They're going to the moon. Diamond hands. They're holding on to that shit forever.
Mm-hmm.
And some people have made... Some dude made $40 million off of it. Granted, he hasn't sold it yet because, hold.
I don't know,
but
man.
That's what his value is at. He's at $47 million.
I don't know, man. As soon as I saw $1 million, I'd probably sell. Maybe sell that and then reinvest a little more again. But like $1 million, man, that's cake. That's
so many people are putting so much money into GameStop right now too.
Yeah.
Asian billionaires putting $10 million into GameStop. It's like
elitism.
I mean, sure.
We can't afford that. Can't afford to compete.
Yes, but like I bought some GameStop, or not GameStop. I bought AMC stock because that's one of the also top shorted stocks. Also, it's a movie theater. There's a pandemic. They're closed. It was valued at $4 when I wanted, or $8 when I wanted to buy it. I put in $70. I put in a buy offer for, it was after hours, so I didn't get to buy it. And the next morning, they were like, your buy offer was canceled because the stock shot up 100%.
Jesus.
The next day, it was $16. And I was like, well.
You just missed it.
Yeah, I just fucking missed it. I could have doubled my money in fucking 2 hours overnight.
Shit.
But, you know, right now, the market's at war with itself. But it really, there was a whole bunch of people like doing their interviews on those stock trading shows and whatnot on like CNBC. There was that billionaire hedge fund guy who was like, they think it's a fucking game. It's like, it's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really just exposing what the Wall
disparities.
Street is,
Yeah.
and what they do to these poor companies.
Mm-hmm.
Because really, if you short a stock, you're betting the company's going to fail.
Mm-hmm.
And you're driving the stock price down so much that the company will eventually just go bankrupt.
That's what I'm saying.
And cease to exist.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, so to put this in a real life term for me, Blockbuster closed its doors.
Yeah.
I still have, it was Need for Speed 2. I rented it from Blockbuster.
And you kept it.
Well, I can't return it anymore. So that's what their shorts essentially are. They're saying, look, we'll take all these DVDs and movies and hold on to them for you. And if you don't rent enough movies to stay in business, we'll keep all the movies. And when Blockbuster closed, it's like, well, I get to keep the product. The business is closed. I'm no longer entitled to pay back the debt to Blockbuster.
You're not going to give it to Hollywood Video.
Yeah. Oh God, is there a Hollywood Video still?
No, probably not. I don't know. Maybe somewhere.
But it's one of those things. It's like, that's the best real world example of like, essentially what we did like unintentionally to Blockbuster as patrons, being like, hey, I got this movie, and then it's like, you guys are going to close down in 2 weeks. I'm not paying you $12 in late fees. Go fuck yourself.
I'm not buying the whole game at store value for
Yeah.
you to just disappear.
Yeah, exactly. So essentially that's exactly what the stock market's doing. They're just like, look, GameStop, give us $50 million. We'll go reinvest it and give you back $50 million plus interest. 2 years later, GameStop has to close its doors. All the inventory goes to the shareholders. Shareholders that can then sell their own shit, et cetera, et cetera. But the products that are out the store that have late fees, they're gone. They're just out there now.
Mm-hmm. And keep in mind that I don't love GameStop. I don't hate GameStop. I have no reason to shop at GameStop. I don't have a console, and if I did, I would just buy it all digitally.
Mm.
And so they brought on board the fucking dude from Chewy who made Chewy. 3 dudes who essentially made Chewy have joined GameStop's board of directors so they can shift gears into e-commerce. That's how you do it. That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like. Doo-doo-doo. When you're grinding gears.
So they can shift gears into e-commerce. These smack.
These are really good. Can I get another one?
Of course. Say less.
1. Thank you.
So they're going to move on to e-commerce, which I don't know how that's going to play out. But, you know, I'm here for it. I look at the market every morning, you know, see how I'm doing. I'm at $60 right now. I'm down $10. But, you know, hold. We're going to the moon.
Hold the line.
Hold the line. If you've seen 300, you know what to do. You hold the line. Spartans, they know what's up.
Do you know what Elon Musk is up to? He's fucking trying to colonize Mars and get
I would do it.
You know that thing we talked about last time? Fuck.
How the fuck did I miss? That's like, it's 2 feet by 2 feet.
It's a hot dog down a hallway. It's a bottle cap down a hallway. It's a big trash can.
So he's colonizing Mars?
You know that thing we talked about is like all the seeds and all the all life
The
is
seed
like,
vault?
Yeah, the seed vault. Elon Musk is trying to do that on Mars.
We don't know what we can plant on Mars.
No, he's just trying to get the seed vault on Mars.
Why though?
He's like, just in case we destroy each other.
How about it? Okay, so if they did
It's a fucking, think about this, bro. He's trying to do a fucking...
he's the richest person in the world now.
was it Evan Almighty? He's pulling that shit.
Oh, I'm for it. Elon,
Build me an ark.
Elon Daddy is now the richest person in the world. He passed Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, which
Not
is crazy.
too long ago, which is
crazy because I figured Bezos would be on top for a while, but it's really just like
Tesla stock went up. It went crazy.
But in America, it's just like fucking
Tesla stock go burr.
What?
What's that? Microwave? Oh, sorry, it's a internet joke.
No, let it go.
It's a few memes deep.
let me in on it.
It's okay. So it's the go burr meme. It's like BRR. It started to do
Okay.
It had to do with microwaves, and then it was just like
just running.
Yeah, it's just evolved onto that.
Cool. It sometimes does.
Yeah, it does. It's ever changing. Making me look like a fucking idiot. Thanks.
go burr. Go up.
Yeah. I mean, if they came out with like a draft and was like, okay, these people, your name got picked, going to Mars. Would you do it? I would fucking do it.
If it's a draft, it doesn't sound like I have a choice.
Well, there's draft dodgers back in the day in Vietnam. They're like, oh no, I swallowed my ticket. Oops, it doesn't exist. It's like when you get jury duty and they tell you like, just fucking throw it away, burn it. You don't have to go. There's no proof.
What do they do? Hunt me down? I never got the paper.
I'd fucking go. I think that'd be dope as fuck. Flying through space, get there in like 10 years. Granted, by the time they probably do it, it'll be more optimized and get there faster. Hang out on a different planet. Fuck some bitches. Make new life.
Fuck some bitches. You wanna stop at the asteroid 6 and get freaky?
Yeah, the food is probably not that great, but Yelp reviews only got 2 stars out here.
Let me eat some toothpaste yogurt off your body, baby. I want to eat that steak and eggs off your titties.
I just think it'd be cool to go to space, but they'd have to be like, no, there's like not the fucking centrifugal force training for the G-forces.
You can't even sit in a straight line, bro. Chill.
Or like when they send you in circles in the space training for like the G-forces, just none of that. Just send people just fucking up.
Just figure it out.
Here you go, guys.
No space training.
No, zero at all. None.
Survival of the fittest for sure.
That'd be fun.
You're crazy. You'd probably sabotage people. You're like, I just want to know what happens if I take a screwdriver and oh no!
Puncture your shit. Go on a spacewalk. Go ahead. Go
You're
for
done. His whole body got sucked out of a spacesuit. Damn. I don't know. I don't know if I would, man.
You're like, no, I got kids.
No, it wouldn't be like that. It'd be like if they wanted me for space and they're like, we want you to like populate Mars. They're like, your semen is the most like
fucking
potent semen.
You're like Seabiscuit.
Yeah, it's like you have the stud gene. I'll be like, let me just fuck them before they go up. Let me just freeze some sperm in some people.
Take it to go.
Yeah. Curbside delivery. No contact delivery. That'd be my take on it, because it's like,
so then they'll just farm you like the cow you are.
Fine, fucking suck me dry.
That's not a good life. I'd rather go there and have fun than just be sitting in a facility getting jerked off manually every 2 hours.
I don't know. That sounds kind of good either way.
Being hooked up to a machine? Nah, I'd rather be in space bouncing around, fucking bitches in 0G.
You can't bounce in space. You just kind of float and
bounce
drift
around in 0G.
Jeez.
Fucking bitches.
I don't know if that's how it works.
We don't know. We haven't been to space.
There's just a bunch of semen orbiting the planet. We just lost an AT&T satellite. What happened? Okay, General, you're not going to believe this. So, you know the stud we sent up to space to impregnate all the women? Yeah? His load got frozen, got thrown out the window.
It's a new asteroid.
And yeah, we're going to call it Alex Comet. And it's just taking out satellites left and right. It is not giving a single fuck what's up there.
So we'll have the ozone layer, the radiation layer, and the cum layer.
Yeah, the bukkake zone. The soak zone.
Protecting Earth.
Could you imagine? They'd put my name in the Bible for that shit. They're like, what's protecting the planet? And it's like me with my dong hanging down. It's like I got the world on my back. They're like, hey, we used to think it was some other god, but now it's just Alec.
Just Alec.
It is semen floating around because it's crystallized and it's reflecting the light and it's preventing the ozone layer from getting overwhelmed with greenhouse gases. He's saving what's it called?
Global warming?
The ecosystem.
Sure.
He's saving the ecosystem one
That
load
too.
at a time.
And you'd be a hero. You're telling me you draft dodge that?
Can I at least see the women before we go up?
No.
I feel like just like
Obviously, they're not selecting the uggos. If you're making new shit on Mars, you can't have ugly people go.
what if it was just people who identified as female?
Then it's a miss.
It's a suicide mission.
Then it's a miss.
That's shorting the game stocks
Yeah, then it's
all the way to Mars.
I need a gun on board so I can fucking end it early and kill myself.
They're like, you gotta impregnate all these women. They're like, hi.
I don't think they could do that though, because if they're trying to establish life on Mars,
No, I know, but like,
they would need the actual sex organs to.
but like, I'm just saying.
I
like,
mean, they could be a dude who still has a vagina.
in 2021, if it was like, sure, but you don't have like a uterus and like you can't give birth,
If they still had it,
as long as it's functional.
brown bag it.
Fair enough.
It all feels the same.
Does it?
Just close your eyes.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, for humanity.
For humanity.
For humanity.
For humanity. So, I was watching a video. This is where we're gonna get.
Fucking
I'm gonna
weird.
fucking crash the momentum
Tank it.
right
Let's
here.
go.
Raul posted a video on Facebook about. Have you seen that pink Himalayan salt? That's not actually Himalayan salt. It comes from Pakistan.
It's Pakistan salt.
It's Pakistani salt.
Gross.
So I was watching a video on that and like how they do it and like going in the mines, blast it out, whatever. But I actually had to fucking write this down because it was so ridiculous to me. You know those like stupid ass statistics where they compare shit to other shit, and it's like, so I'm gonna write down literally what I wrote. Weird stat comparisons. Pink salt mine. Okay, so they extracted over 1,000 tons of salt a day, and they compared it to 157 elephants.
I am so lost with all that.
So this salt mine every day produced about 1,000 tons of salt.
Which in weight is equivalent to 150.
7 elephants, yeah.
Okay.
157 elephants. But those like weird ass statistics where they compare it to like a ton's not that much. Like we don't know what a ton is visually.
Mm-hmm.
How about 100 elephants?
I don't know. 100 elephants is visually.
Oh man, that's a lot of fucking elephants. But
Yeah.
okay, so I crunched some numbers. So a ton is 2,000 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Your average car is a 1 ton.
Mm-hmm.
So you can say that 1,000 tons of salt or 425,470 swamp rabbits. They weigh 4.7 pounds on average.
I love that it's not just rabbits. It's swamp rabbits. It's something that's like fucking straight from the Avatar universe.
That's a real animal. Look it up.
No, I believe you. I'm just saying. I love that it sounds like a fucking. I love that you're like, these statistics sound like a smart ass response, and you're like, you know what? Here's my smart ass statistic response.
Or-
Swamp rabbits.
Or 5,000 reindeer.
Damn.
That's a lot of reindeer for a lot of salt. It's 2 million pounds of salt a day, which is 5,000 reindeer a day.
You should make a mockumentary video on YouTube or something, like how we did that one with the shooting statistics.
Oh, I love that video.
It was literally just be like, if we could find like a infographic, you know, kind of channel, and then cut in like, this salt is equivalent to 157 elephants, or 30,000 penguins, or 250 million plastic trash cans, or and just do like, always be statistically accurate, but like all we do is like for 10 minutes is give just like the weirdest shit of like
The weirdest comparisons.
or 300 trillion salt packets from Denny's.
Yeah.
You know, just like weird shit.
I have one more.
All right.
It's 26,000. This one, it actually it ended off being super round. 26,666.6666 Labrador retrievers.
Confirmed an Illuminati in the Labrador Retriever.
I don't know why they didn't use that statistics. That'd be more like impactful. If 157 elephants. Okay, boo. They took the most. They took the heaviest elephant species. I looked up the average of this, and it's not 13,000 pounds like they wanted to say, but they're taking the heaviest elephant species at 13,000 pounds, saying that they extracted 2 million pounds worth of elephants out of this salt mine a day, which is not accurate. They took a specific species. I'm taking averages.
That's why you got to make that video, bro. You got to do that, because how great would that be if, like, all this
26,000 Labradors.
Was it?
That's a lot of good boys.
300,000 swamp rabbits.
400,000 swamp rabbits.
And then you could just do weird shit like 500,000 spiral notebooks and 339,000 lice mites or something like.
But like those fucking the visualizations, that's what they're there for. But even then, like an elephant's big as fuck. Mm-hmm. When you throw like 100 in there, you're like, I can't still visualize that.
That's what I'm saying. Is like I've never seen it. I don't
think 157 elephants exist.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, no, they're extinct. They're endangered.
At one place? Hell no.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But it's also like, who cares? Like, why does it matter how much salt you guys extract? And why are you trying to...
They could just say...
Put it on a graph for us.
Fucking, 2,000 cars?
Yeah.
There you go. Well, it's 1,000 cars.
Well, let's just say they're producing 1,000 cars a day.
Worth of salt.
Awesome.
And you picture like a fucking Toyota Corolla.
Do you know
that with salt.
Do you know what we're producing in America? 1,000 cars a day.
Yeah, sure. It's just those weird statistic comparisons that I'll never fucking understand why the producer was like 2 million pounds. 157 elephants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely a coked out idea.
Send it. Go for it. Sure. When you can have 457,000 swamp rabbits.
Well, my thing is like,
hard to conceptualize.
I don't think 100,000 pounds of salt is hard to conceptualize though. It's just like, all right,
2 million pounds of salt.
2 million pounds of salt
a day.
Cool.
457,000 swamp rats.
Or 435,723 Honda Civics.
Sure. That's a lot of Honda Civics.
Hey man, production's key.
Fill it with salt.
Yeah, man, the only way I see that being funny is like if you made that video being like making fun of it, you know?
The random ass comparisons, which is what I tried to do.
Because
I did it with animals. Because it was like an idiot. I didn't even think of plastic trash cans.
Yeah, you gotta really think outside the box and be like, because that'd really highlight the idea to people being like, oh, this is fucking stupid. Like, what are they doing? Who cares?
Those comparisons are also super stupid too.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, is it cool? Great. Why would you sit down and do the math to help us conceptualize, knowing that we can't conceptualize an elephant? I've never lifted an elephant. I don't know how heavy an elephant is.
On the average, they used 13,000 pounds.
Mm-hmm. It's like, why would you...
inaccurate. It's like 10.
Like, one thing I've learned, too, is like, when looking up stuff about, like, dimensions, right? They're like, the human mind caps at 3 dimensions. We can't perceive even time accurately, you know?
But 4D shows exist. Like you go to like a Bug's Life and it's like 4D shows.
Not actual 4D though.
Yeah, but that's what they advertise it as.
Yeah, sure. But basically, it's like, fuck.
So
derailed me.
I've seen videos in the ASMR community that are like 32D audio.
You're not gonna. And here's the thing. I keep saying this. I said the same thing with record players and vinyls. Wow.
I know, right?
Yeah, I was like, I forgot to breathe this whole time. If you listen to a 32D ASMR video on these speakers, you're not getting 32 definitions of audio. You need 32 speakers set up.
But you'll hear it go around, but it's not as many D's.
Yeah.
Nuts.
No, you need to throw some D's on your shit. But like, it's like when you listen to a vinyl record, it's like, will you notice a different sounding quality? Sure, it is a different quality. Will you note it? Will you say it's like Oh yeah, when it's at 96K with these speakers, it's amazing. If it's on YouTube, it's 44.1 16-bit, and it's standardized to
Converted and compressed.
yeah, converted and compressed to, I think it's like minus 14 LUFS.
What's an LUFS?
Loudness units full scale.
Gotcha.
It's how you you know how I do like the commercial audio with the leveling and stuff?
Thank you, FCC.
Yeah, that's it. All you got to do is commercialize the level. So it's like...
Which they still need to regulate that shit better.
Yeah, they don't do a very good job. Well, it's probably the engineers, to be honest. Like,
Well, it's like some commercials are loud as fuck, and then you get to the TV show and it's super quiet.
well, that's the thing, too, right? Because that's the tricky part. So the LUF scale is average loudness, so how we perceive it. It's based on how humans perceive
Just
sound.
mix it all to 0.
That's not actually how mixing works, though, because you can't mix everything to a 0. 0 is the limit. So let's say you have...
I mean, you can make the green bar hit 0 every time. If I want them to go 0, I'll go real loud.
If you wanted to hit 0, we would clip.
The -1.
So here's the thing: if once we stop this and I normalize it, that's at 0, right? That's pretty loud. And then I limit it and I normalize it. Now it's really loud.
Real loud.
Real loud, because that's what audio for a radio show pretty much should be, right? Right now we're recording. We're just making sure we don't clip.
Yes.
But
See, not even there.
yeah, because I fixed it. I turned off all the compressors and shit, all the extra shit we don't need. I'm like, you know what? Because if it clips, I can't unclip it, right?
Nope, can't fix it in post.
Can't fix it in post. But if I go loud now, and I limit that, it won't sound like it's clipping, because it doesn't clip and it's not perceived as clipping.
It's just gonna be loud as hell.
It's gonna be loud. This is gonna be louder than me talking right there. That's the dynamic range. When you have some audio, let's say we have 5 tracks, and we get everything really loud, right? Everything's pumping, hitting 0. We're limiting it, so it's not clipping, but it's as loud as it possibly can be.
Yeah.
If we turn all those tracks on at the same time, we're going to clip on the output bus. So we have to turn all these tracks down. All these tracks are still just as loud by themselves, but we turn them back down, and now we have to mix them. So we turn them down 10 decibels, right? And now everything is still the same relatively, but it's not clipping anymore. What that is that's the mixing side, right? The mastering side is just saying, these are all done, these are printed, and we're hitting minus 20, minus 15, minus 10, right? On average. Mastering just takes it to that commercial level without clipping again.
So 2-0.
So back to 0. But in the LUFS unit, you want to be below 0 at all times.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I think YouTube's like minus 13 or minus 12.
Gay.
So, essentially what I'm saying is, you can have everything mixed really loud and then just change the overall volume in the master. So, if someone mixes a TV show and there's quiet parts and then there's loud parts, it's going to be mastered to, on average, about minus 12 LUFS.
Terrible.
Which is, but the idea is that everything is around that.
I don't want to be listening to dialogue and have it be too fucking quiet, so I gotta turn my shit up, and then music plays,
Yeah.
and it'll blast your fucking head off.
Yeah, no, I agree. But the thing is, that's on the mixing engineer side, where it's like,
You're all garbage.
yeah.
Every single one of you. Except for you. You're okay.
Thanks,
You're
man.
cool.
I appreciate that.
Not them.
They're the worst.
Yes.
Yeah. No, and I mean, even on Ruby, bro, I literally reached out to them and I was like, hey,
And then they fix their shit.
without even like replying, like, hey, thanks for letting us know, you fuckers. You're welcome.
Nurse sucks as a company now.
I'll bet they won't even hire me, bro. They won't hire someone who gives a shit about their job.
You would have to go to Texas.
I could do it all remotely.
Yeah, but they do it all in Texas.
I'd move to Texas if they pay me.
Shit, I'd move to Texas just for fun.
If they pay me enough to move to Texas, I'll move to Texas. Fuck it, Joe Rogan's out there. I'll hang out with Joe Rogan.
He lives in Texas?
Yeah, he moved to Texas.
Shit, let's go see Joe.
Yeah, let's go hang out with Joe.
Hey, buddy.
Let's go
How's it
smoke a
going?
cigar with Joe Rogan.
Shit, a weed cigar.
Oh, you want to smoke weed with Joe Rogan?
I'll do it. Yeah.
Right? He's like,
How many times you get that opportunity?
You get
to
on the
smoke
Joe.
weed
You
with
get
Joe Rogan.
You get on the Joe Rogan podcast. He's like, do you want shrooms or DMT, or we can just smoke this bitch ass weed? We're like, oh, I don't know.
All three.
All three. Let's go. We're on the Joe Rogan podcast, motherfucker. It'd be a terrible show.
That's the collaboration of the century. 2DDB, Joe Rogan. Well, Joe Rogan has to be first because, you know.
Joe Rogan Experience hosting two dudes drinking beer.
Yeah.
That'd be lit.
That's like 2034.
I guess. If he's not like
Dead.
crystallized or already in full Buddhist form already by then.
He'll be fucking cryogenically frozen. At that point.
Yeah. He's the one who's like just freezing all his jizz. He's like, he's the stud they're sending to Mars.
He's independently pumping it into space.
Yeah. It's just a giant hose from his cock to the spaceship. 40 light years long.
There's just a whole bunch of like fucking Tupperware containers floating around up there. You just reach out, grab it. It's like, okay, well, we're ready.
Just inseminate you? Yeah, just rub it all over your body. Just rub it on your body. Yeah, it's really potent cum.
It'll find a way.
It'll really just get the job done. This semen will just get you pregnant.
It's pretty smart.
Smart semen. We got the AI semen.
52 minutes. Hell yeah. You know, this one by in a blur.
I looked at the clock and it was like 28 and then 32 and I was like, all right. And then you're like, something elephants and swamp rabbits, and I looked and I was like, oh shit, it's been an hour.
Weird.
These are really good beers.
It's a good show.
Yeah,
Good beer.
It's always how it works. I wonder if we could graph all the good beers and like how we'd rate like the episode.
You want like a fucking, what kind of chart do you want?
Bar graph.
A bar graph? That'd be a lot of bars. That'd be like 73 bars.
Yeah, there's 73 episodes.
About.
And then we could quantify the average of
average ABV per episode and give that a quantifiable
on how good the episode
rating.
was. Yeah. And then you can graph it and say we need to hit at least this ABV for a good cheery episode.
Show.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting statistic.
That would be a fucking interesting statistic.
One of these days. You know, I still have to edit a whole bunch of little clips, and then
You got more highlights on the
we're
way?
in due for a highlight reel. But, you know, since I'm in school, I don't have as much time.
How's the TikTok going?
I don't have any more clips to post, so I need to edit more.
Do you delete the clips when they're all edited together? The masters, if you will.
No, they exist on Google Drive, but everything I've posted on Instagram and on TikTok is what I have on my phone. So I need more. I need to make more.
For sure. No worries. The only thing I wanted to talk about today was, do you know Paramore?
The band?
No, the definition of Paramore.
No, I fucking...
Yes, the band.
I barely know how to read. What makes you think... What's the definition of Paramore?
I don't know.
Well, let's look it up. Might as well.
I was going to say, I was listening to Paramore like a week ago, right?
Loser?
And then I got an advertisement, and it was Hayley Williams from Paramore.
Herself?
Yeah. And it was like for BetterHelp, right? And I was like, yo, that's such a trip. Like, I listened to Paramore, and then they hire this bitch to get me to... Go ahead.
Lover specifically. An illicit or secret lover, a married man and his paramour. Her account put him in the position of looking like the duped lover being the cheated married paramour's protestation of love.
You really can't read, huh? You want to?
Do you want to fucking read it?
I'll give it a try. Lover specifically, an illicit or secret lover, a married man and his paramour. Her account put him in the disposition of looking like the duped lover, believing the cheated married paramour's
Fuck you, okay?
protestation.
I did it faster than that.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Is paramour a bad word? Noun, a lover, either sex in bad sense, one who takes the place of a husband or wife without legal rights. So it's like fucking adultery. It's just cheating.
Fuck you, Hayley Williams.
And then she's like got the song about like
Misery Business.
Yeah, about
which she won't perform anymore.
Why not?
Because she doesn't like the meaning of it.
Because it's about paramour.
It's degrading to women or something. I don't know.
You wrote it.
I know.
Anyway,
She's a hypocrite.
she's like 32 because I was curious on how her age was because I saw her in this video. Bro, she looks so old now. It's so weird.
She does look pretty old. Age didn't do
She
her
did.
well.
She did not age well.
White people age.
Cause
poorly.
she was famous when she was like 16, 18.
That's when she wrote Misery Business, I
Yeah,
believe.
and then you see her and you're like, oh my god. You think she's like been like doing drugs or just like, she's probably a smoker. I bet she smokes cigarettes or something like.
Maybe. Probably not often.
But she got like this really square face now, and like just like really like dry looking skin. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's like she's like super rock and rolly, but now she's like moving to like acoustic covers and shit. And it's weird.
Gay.
It's weird. She was like super hardcore punk and all that, and now it's like she wears little saggy beanies and does covers of like Jolene.
She's super indie.
Yeah. It's like, all right, I guess. That's all I gotta say. That's fucking weird.
Just Haley Williams. Is
She
on a
didn't
steep
age well.
decline.
Yeah, she didn't age well.
I mean, I've never truly been a fan of Paramore. I haven't been an emo kid, never will be an emo kid. I love my life too much, and I don't hate enough people. I just, well, that's not true. I hate a lot of people, but it's not in the same sense that emo kids hate people. I don't even think they hate people.
They hate their parents.
Yeah.
I hate you, Mom. I hate you, Dad. I want to run away with my friends. Nothing ever rhymes. It's just...
Was that Blink-182?
It sounds like a Blink-1... It could be a Blink-182 song.
Probably already is.
It's in the works.
One of them.
They're working on it right now.
But I can never relate to, like, that whole kind of scene. So, I never listened to Paramore.
Yeah.
That wasn't my thing.
I mean, cool.
So fuck you, Haley Williams.
Yeah,
You aged like a rock.
Yeah, she does actually look like a rock. She's very square-faced and wrinkly. Like, it's coming quick. Age is gonna hit her hard.
Do you think age is gonna do you well?
Yes.
You're gonna age with grace.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna age like fine wine. My grandpa, my mom, and my grandma all aged really... I have baby face syndrome, bro.
Okay, well that's half of you. What about the other half?
I might go bald at 50.
That's not bad. You got a while.
No, yeah, 50 is like 50's a reasonable age to go bald at. I probably will get gray hair around 40, 45.
Be a silver fox.
Yeah, I'll be like a conundrum for sure. They'll be like, you look 30. I'm like, I'm 60 with gray hair. Wanna fuck? And they'll be like, yeah, okay, why not? Spring break.
Maybe. Who knows?
No, I'm for sure fucking Enigma because it's like, without the beard, bro, I've got super baby face syndrome and Down syndrome. Super Down syndrome face.
A lot of retardy.
And super retardy face. And then, yeah, the only thing is like my dad's hair got gray at like 45, but he had like 4 kids and like 3 ex-wives.
Stress.
So yeah, he was fucking stressing. So I'm pretty sure if I just avoid that path, I'll just look like a kid forever. At least until I'm almost 30, bro.
Yeah. Do you have any like looming thoughts in the back of your head? Like, shit, I'm almost 30.
No, I feel like I just...
No impending doom?
I feel like I kind of just want to lose weight. Like,
well, that's super easy.
It's what we're working on, but I mean...
You just eat less and you'll do it passively.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I quit drinking for 2 months, bro, and I lost like 15 pounds.
I'm down 10 pounds just by... I haven't had fast food in like a solid, like, 2 months.
Yeah. No, I know I could do it. It's just I don't. That's the...
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can still drink and lose weight.
Yeah, no, I know, but it's like... I'm not. I'm not working towards it. But, yeah, man, I think... And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I don't think I look old. I've met people in high school who are my age, who are younger than me, like... People who are 24 and they look like they're 35, 36. It's like some people look 40. Like some people age, like how we see those people like we're watching football and I'm like, that dude's 23 and he's fucking like 6'4", 280 pounds.
Yeah.
Tattoos, a beard's growing out of his fucking nose.
Yeah.
I'm like,
they look like full ass adults.
yeah, I'm like, bro, you look like you could like.
They're just kids.
Yeah, dude, like you just a big fucking dude. Like,
Yeah.
you're like all adult. I didn't get to be like 6'4" like my dad. So like, because I'm not 6'4", it's like I'm just like bite size. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Here I am.
yeah, I'm like stocky and wide, and like I look like a child. Like I still get carded. I mean, everyone gets carded, but like
Yeah.
it's one of those things.
They see the one in your birthday and they know it's okay.
Basically, but it's like I feel like, I don't know. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. I just feel like I look really young.
A lot of people. I mean, one person. They were at work. They were like, told my age, and like, you're 24, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
you look really young too.
I thought you were 18. I was like, no.
Like the dude last night we met, he looked older than, he looked at least our age.
Yeah.
But no. So it's like
He
one of
looked
those.
like Superman.
He did actually, like the strong ass chin and jawline and shit.
Like a solid Clark Kent.
He did. Very strong jawline, that one.
He had really fucking good calves.
But that's the thing too, is like that's how different our builds are too. I was like, bro, we weigh like within like 5 pounds of each other.
Same bracket.
Same, yeah.
You're in the same weight class.
We're in the same weight class, but that dude looked way better than me.
Yeah.
And I was pissed, bro. I was like, no fucking, because
It's crazy what like an extra inch will do.
but like you saw it, bro. I'm more square up here, and he was a little more slender in frame. And I was like, that's all it was. That's all it fucking was.
Well, it's the height that matters.
But we were the same height. We were like, about an inch apart, like maybe an inch.
It just distributes it all differently.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
That's all it was. And I was
Height
like,
works wonders.
and I was like, no fucking way. Damn it.
And you guys both broke a chair, and I didn't.
And we both did.
And I'm the heaviest.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't break a chair. I know what's up.
Well, I fidget a lot, so it's like
I was moving around too.
I fidget a lot. You moved around. I fucking fidget.
Do you need fidget toys?
I need a Xanax.
I know a lot of kids that can help you with fidget toys.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who can help me with Xanax. That's what's gonna help me.
Either or.
Yeah, man. That's it. That's all I got.
That's all we got. Well, I mean, we hit our hour, so that's okay.
Booyah!
Booyah. Booyaka, booyaka. 619.
What was the? Hold on, real quick. There was also that one moment we were watching that. We were watching Avatar at Raoul's, and you're like, that voice actor sounds familiar.
It was the guy who sentenced in book 2 and like episode 5. They were sentencing them to a trial, not the Avatar gang,
Yeah,
but
the
like the
Unalaq gang
the
or
water
whatever.
tribe. They were sentencing them to whatever because I think it's the Northern Water Tribe is trying to like fuck shit
Invade
up.
the Southern.
That guy's a piece of shit. And the guy who was like the judge, his voice is the same voice as the announcer for the Star Wars Clone Wars.
But anyway, there was this moment where you said something, and I was like, I find you guilty. And I said it, and it sounded just like him, and I was like, I should do voice acting.
I mean, if you want,
That's all I wanted
just
to say.
record some demo reels and send it out.
I know. I need to do something like that.
Go for it.
That's all I got. That's it.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys
Woo!
for being here.
We fucking
This
did
is,
it!
I think
We did
episode
it!
73.
70-ish.
You know, don't
We
listen.
did it!
Don't listen to the last episode. Listen to this one.
This one. Fuck the last one. Fuck what you heard. You
We
heard?
made up for it.
Fuck yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. Well, my name is Josh.
My name is Alec. Thanks for hanging out with us.